All right, just want to welcome you guys here to the Vision Casting Call. So excited. This is Sean Robinson, the voice, here with the Nspire Network. We're always talking about being creative, not leaving ourselves as average. But guess what? This is the very first live, real live Vision Casting Call. This particular call normally takes place Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All of the nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're normally dialing in to 641-552-9090. But today I had to take full advantage. We have a special guest actually live here in my presence once again. What I would like to do right now is introduce to you guys a young man whose story has not only swept the entire nation. We've already had people that have now, because of Muhammad's story and testimony, have went on and got their actual testing done, began the process, got scheduled to go see a doctor, and now is no longer a topic that's only being talked about over a casket. So right now, I really want to introduce to you guys, this young man is a 41-year experienced policeman here in Philadelphia, has participated with SWAT, airport security, some serious marital details as well. And at this time, I want to introduce to you guys Brother Muhammad.
Welcome, Mr. Robinson.
How you doing?
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, if you could just kind of share your story that I know personally, because I get a chance to see the numbers, a little over 2,000 people have listened to your rebroadcast of your story.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I am a 13-year prostate cancer survivor. Prostate cancer runs in my family, and the reason for this talk is to get men to share with each other, get tested first of all, and share their stories with other men and start talking. My story begins before my story, is that my family, my grandfather had prostate cancer, my two uncles had prostate cancer and died of prostate cancer. I had 5 cousins, one father and son died of prostate cancer. I have 2 co-workers. One died of prostate cancer, and the one we were protected, he had cancer, he survived later on. Also two of my supervisors, a chief inspector and a deputy commissioner who I personally work for, Homeland Security Counterterrorism, they both died of prostate cancer. Plus, I have 20 personal friends that have prostate cancer. So my story is very important because men, you need to get yourselves checked. Now, let me tell you real quick what the prostate is. The prostate gland is a small walnut-sized gland, and as you get older, it gets larger and larger and larger. And most males, if they live long enough, they're going to have a problem with their prostate gland. They're going to either have prostatitis, which is inflammation, they're going to have BPH, which is an enlargement, or they're going to have a benign tumor or cancerous tumor. The main thing is you have to get yourself checked with a protein-specific antigen blood test and a digital rectal examination by a doctor. The problem is most men, because of our egos, because of our fears, and also because of our ignorance sometimes, we don't want to go to the doctor and get checked. But it's very important to get checked because prostate cancer, if you catch it early enough, is the slowest growing cancer of all cancers. So when a man goes to the bathroom and he urinates, it's supposed to be a steady stream of urine, like a hose when you water your lawn. If you have the hose with a kink in it, only a little bit of water comes out. So the symptoms of prostate problems is that you're laying down or sitting down, you get up, you go to urinate, and you urinate, and what happens is only it dribbles, a little bit come out. You sit back down, 20 minutes later, the same process over and over again. So the main thing is that you have to get your PSA blood test. So my story is that I went, because of family history, I was going every 6 months to get a PSA blood test and digital rectal exam. So my numbers was very low. They say if it's 4 above, get yourselves checked. So when I went to the doctor, mine was below 1, way below 1, like 0.4, something like that. And I didn't go back again until about 12 months later. I got cocky like men get. I'm okay. How we say, we okay? No, we're not okay. So I went back 12 months later, and the doctor says, my numbers went up, PSA went up to 1.2, which is way below the radar, normal. And he says, Muhammad, because I haven't seen you, let me give you a biopsy. It saved my life. It saved my life. And what happened was, it had tripled, numbers had tripled. So when I went to get a biopsy, it's a little gun with needles, and they shoot it into your prostate gland. There's two sides of the gland, right and left side. They take samples, They looked at it under the pathology microscope, and it came back cancer. Now you found you have cancer. Now you have to do all your research.
Yes.
You have to find out the answers to your questions. Oh, first I had a CT scan and a bone scan to determine whether the cancer metastasized or attacked more organs. So I was very fortunate that it didn't. So I was able to get radiation or the operation. And radiation, what happens is that there's side effects on both things. So for radiation, if you get radiated on, what happens is that your PSA levels still stay up. So for me, and also you get burned with the radiation and you come back, and also black males have the highest, first of all, Afro-American males have the highest incidence, and Afro-Caribbean males have the highest incidence of prostate cancer in the world. So that should shock every man in the world. And it has the highest incidence of reoccurrence. This is why my story is so important. So when they tested me and I had prostate cancer, so I decided to go and get the operation. So I went to a doctor at Fox Chase Cancer Center who had 35 years experience and doing nothing with the prostate gland. And at the beginning, I didn't like his bedside manner. And then I said, Muhammad, don't go by that. Go by this man's experience. When he operated on me, he took my prostate gland out. They tested it. I was stage 2 cancer with a normal reading. So I'm telling all you men out there, when you get tested, first of all, get tested. Document your reports. And also, if it triples, ask for biopsy. Don't say I'm no good. It's no more I'm good. No, it's no more. Number one, you have to get tested. The American Journal of Medicine came out in 2012 and said just because you have a normal PSA doesn't mean you have prostate cancer. And that's my story exactly. I have prostate cancer stage 2.
Hold on. I just want to make sure, here live onto the Vision Casting Call, which we're premiering actually live, this particular event. But I want to make sure people understand exactly what you said. Because we hear the cliche, we talk about putting a Band-Aid on cancer. But what you said was that you were able to get the prostate gland removed. Yes. However, it was detected as okay. It was below a reading of concern.
No. When they tested me, what happened was when they tested me, my reading, let me explain this to you. My Gleason score, in other words, the PSA is my blood test. Okay. That was went from 0.4 to 1.2 in 18 months. So that brought concern to the urologist. Okay. My digital rectal exam, he said it was okay, but because he hadn't seen me, he get checked. Now when he checked me, they gave me the biopsy, came back cancer. Now what happened is that they look at the cells. They look at the cells and give it a number called the Gleason score. Gleason score's numbers going from 1 to 5. It shows the abnormality and aggressiveness of the cancer. So mine was a 3. Number from 1 to 5. 3 and 3 was 6. It's intermediate. If it's 9 and 10, it's coming outside the capsules. Prostate cancer feeds on the male hormone testosterone. My 2 uncles that died very painful deaths, they had to be castrated chemically to remove the testosterone because the cancer was feeding on that. And in hospice, when they went to move them from having, so they won't get bed sores, the bones would break. So I'm just telling all you men how serious this is here. I'm sharing my story so you guys can get checked. And we all know as men, it's the women. It's the women always get the men to get checked, to get the medication, stuff like that. So I encourage women still check, encourage your fathers, your brothers, your uncles, your sons to get checked. For males 40 above, get yourselves checked the PSA and document it.
No, thank you so much for taking the time to explain that. What I want you to also share, and if you could possibly do a demonstration, you courageously enough also shared a testimony about what happens after these particular surgeries and a particular product you had to use from our Nspire Network Cherish line. Can you share that testimony if you don't mind?
Yes, I can share it. Yes, I can share it. What happened was when I had my operation, what they did was they take the prostate gland out, they cut the bladder neck, and they take the prostate gland out. And then they give you a catheter, which I had about a week and a half or so. Then they take the catheter out. When they take the catheter out, then all your urine, you have no control. Your Kegel muscles is cut. There's 2 Kegel muscles the men have, in the front, in the rear, and your prostate gland. And what happens is that when they cut that, you have no control. So when they take that catheter out, you have no control of your urine. And what happens is that you have to wear a man pad. It's only one brand that I've ever seen in stores. I'm not going to say the brand. but it's only one brand that is for large surgeries. And I wore that. It does something to your mind mentally as a man, but it's a process. So I'm telling all you men out there, if you have to get an operation case, it's a process. No shame. You'd rather be alive with your family,
That's right. That's right.
with your family, than to be not here. So what happened was I had the bigger pad, and I had to do these Kegel exercises, like women when they give childbirth, they do these exercises. So I did the exercises. I go to urinate, they tell you hold it, stop, let some out, stop, and over a period of time you build it up. And then what happened was I went to a smaller pad. Now both pads, one is larger and one is smaller. They both have, and I'll explain this to you, both have, this is the smaller pad. Smaller pad. And I'll show it to you. You see that blue dye? This is the man pad they wear for small surgery. So men, if people may have incontinence, whether it's urge or stress incontinence, they would wear this just in case. If you lean over, whatever case may be, you might get a little dribble, or someone may have more. But this is the smaller pad. And you notice it has that blue dye. And that blue dye has a toxic chemical in it that's causing, it has like dioxin. That's the name of the chemical that's on that there. And what I did was I wore that pad. As a matter of fact, I was wearing that pad. And two, I saw a demonstration with the Cherish pad. I saw a Cherish pad demonstration at a focus group. And as soon as I saw this pad, and many people have saw this demonstration here, the Cherish pad here is soft cotton. It has a nano strip, the iron strip in here, with a nano silver in it. And it's a softer pad, and the absorption system is very high. So what happened was, I read about when I saw a lot of demonstrations with the Cherish pad. I looked at that pad and I said to myself, why would anybody wear this, knowing that this here can cause problems? For example, that blue dye, that dioxin, that stuff absorbs into your bloodstream. It's not just about, well, a woman's pad, it goes into a woman's private area, but even if it just touches your skin, that dioxin is absorbed into your skin. It's absorbed into your skin. So why would you wear something that you know causes harm? You didn't. So to me, what I did was I tried it. I tried this pad because, number one, it makes sense. It's an absorption system, and it's a solution to a problem. It's a solution to a problem. So why would I wear something that has a dye in it that's dangerous for me? Right. So right now I'm gonna do a little wet test. Okay, this is 50 milliliters of this pad, this man's pad. This pad is for small surgeries or larger.
God. Oh my God, how not.
So this is just like comparable. Who would want to walk around wet like this here? And in the backing too, it has that plastic, just like the other ones that's on the market. That plastic that has no breathability. It's nothing but a trash bag. So this here is wet. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the Cherish pad.
Really thank you for your story, your testimony, and your time with sharing and breaking this down here onto the live vision casting call.
One thing I want to say too about this Cherish pad is that I did testing so far with this thing here. So far as a man had urges, urine has like a ammonia smell to it, right? This nano strip here, this iron strip with negative ions, it negates the odor. It negates the odor. You pour the same amount, 50 milliliters, into that.
Wow, complete difference. Complete difference. Complete difference.
Oh, wow, yes.
Complete difference. Complete difference.
So the same way, I would say, I know for men, it's like, first of all, it's no choice for me. Why would I wear something like that? And I wear it for just protection because I'm Muslim, I have to pray. And if I have to pray, we can't have urine on our clothes. So for me, this is a safety measure for me. So I don't wear this. I wear cherish every single day.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so much.
Wow.
We got to give it up
Incredible.
for Muhammad. And listen to me, guys. It's something about here with the Nspire Network, not just the product all the time, but it's the people that we're attracting. It's the complement of education. There's no missed opportunities to learn something new here with the Nspire Network. Make sure that you get back to the person that shared this particular vision casting call with you. We also want to invite you to each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. We go on live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by dialing in to 641-552-9090. We also want to invite you on each and every other night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, we definitely want you to continue to do your own research, your own due diligence. We know that you guys are going to frequent Google. We want to encourage you to go to WebMD. We want you to go to the nowweknow.net website. That's NOWWENO.net. Why? So you can understand the language, the terminology used here in this particular live vision casting call. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Take care. God bless. And always be inspired.